After a week of tensions in the wheat belt of India, the main Indian agricultural production region of Punjab has witnessed its worst since independence. Farmers in Punjab and Maharashtra Pradesh have blocked highways to move their products to the markets, demanding an increase in the minimum support price, MSP. The major cities, like Bikaner, Chandigarh and Hyderabad, have seen violent communal clashes with locals in support of the farmers. There have been reports of police firing live ammunition and batons in the streets in support of the farmers. The main reason for the mobilization of Indian farmers against the MSP hike is the risk of losing the bumper crop to the MSP's planned level. Farmers have already lost 4 crops this year. If the federal and state governments do not provide the appropriate financial support to the state government for the 7th consecutive year, the main agricultural produce, the staple food crop, will be boycotted this year. This is the 3rd straight year that farmers have blocked highways in support of their cause. In previous years, the farmer organizations had blocked highways in Maharashtra, the other state that suffered a significant loss in agricultural produce. The main demand from the Indian citizens is that the MSP should be increased by 6% to 6,000 billion rupees to help the small and marginal farmers survive. The 3 farm acts have been passed by the central government in order to help the economy, but the common man does not believe the government's claim. The only way for the farmers to get a hike in their MSP is to demonstrate on the roads. Although the government has not yet lifted the ban on protests, it is clear that the demonstrations and street blockades are going to continue as long as there is no settlement. The main reason behind the blocking of the highways is the hike in MSP has failed to bring about any benefit to the farmers. It is obvious that the increase in the MSP has been planned through the Reserve Bank of India, RBI, and not through the common people. According to a top finance minister of the country, the increase in the MSP has nothing to do with the poor economic conditions of the country. This is a clear indication that there are some vested interests that are trying to exploit the current mood of anger and desperation among the Indians. The only solution to end the Indian farmers' protest is to remove these farmers from power, because they are the only force that has been successful in pushing up the MSP. The main challenge for the government now is to find out who are those who are influencing the farmers to join the demonstrations. This will be difficult as they are a cohesive community and most of them have already joined the ranks of the farmers who are staging a large-scale protest against the new MSP hike. However, with a few arrests and court injunctions, one can slowly push the issue into the limelight and see if any concrete action can be taken against the big-time corporate interests that are behind the scenes trying to increase the MSP. With the passage of time, it will be possible that the government will have to deal with the lobbies on both sides of the fence and come up with an executive that can handle the implementation process and also keep track of any positive or negative reaction from the Indian farmers. The MSP hike has been planned in such a way that it will minimize the impact of inflation on the retail price of the agricultural produce. However, if inflation hits beyond 4%, then it will be difficult for farmers to continue at their production levels. Farmers will be compelled to shift from small yields to larger yields, which will result in a reduction in the volume of agricultural produce. This means that the MSP hike has been planned in such a way so that it does not lead to any serious damage to the agricultural produce in India.